Welcome to the Pagan Playground. I'm hoping my hair has been sticking up for the past what would be like 9 weeks, even though I'm batch filming again. I should say that like at the beginning to know. Anyway, this is week 51. How do your family, relatives, friends react to your spiritual interests? I don't think they give two shits. I am the weird one in the family, so I don't think they're like, but it's not like I said, I hide in plain sight. I don't make, I'm not like, hey, look what I got. If I'm wearing a low shirt, maybe somebody, like Mother, saw this, and I got this one particularly because, yes, it's the pentacle, but it's kind of a stylized one, so it might not necessarily be as obvious, but it's still pretty, and I'm not allergic to it. So she's like, is that a thing? And it's like, what the hell is something, well, on Supernatural, they were drawing one on the ground and calling up a demon, and it's like, my hands are too tiny for the level of face palm. This was like beyond a double face palm. So it's like I had to vomit out in like the 3 seconds of attention span I'm lucky I get. No, that's TV. Don't believe this crap. That's called media. And it's not like it's a documentary either. This is obviously a pretend show. It's like, no, it's the 4 elements plus spirit and da-da-da-da. So it's like, then I don't even know if she knows anymore, so it's like that 3 seconds of attention and nobody else cares. It's like, nobody's like, are you or whatever? And I haven't gone like, well, I'm no longer a Christian, I am now pagan. Because there's no way they're gonna mentally wrap their heads around that concept. And it's like, oh, you're gonna go to hell. It's like, well, at least now I'll be warm. And not lonely, I'm sure there's a lot of people I know that I get along with, I'll meet there. It's like, and it's not like I just decided on a random Tuesday, this seems like fun. It was a natural progression where I was before I became Christian. It was a whole different section of my life, and at that time, yes, it worked and it filled certain needs. And then years passed, and then it just sort of, you couldn't keep going. You kept smacking into things, and it's like, well, I no longer felt like clean when I walked out of church. I couldn't get out of there fast enough, and again, I actually made an experiment where I took my headphones and not iPad, MP3 player, and I'm like listening to Mortal Kombat during the sermon, and I'm like, okay, if I should feel something, like, at least you shouldn't be doing this, if I'm in church totally not listening to, at this point, psychopastor, not the one that heard voices, the weird one afterwards. So it was like, okay, I felt nothing. I'm like, okay, this obviously, and this was over the course of years too. It wasn't like suddenly one Sunday I'm like, no. I mean, this was something that was happening over a long course of time. And then I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and I haven't been interested in sort of the weird and stuff. It wasn't something that I just suddenly came across. It was always kind of in the background, if that makes sense. And it's like, and I'm not even sure kind of what opened me up to it, because I don't think the conversation, there was like a gap in between the two. And I just sort of somehow ended up on the path where you kind of look down and it's like, well, this might work. And I've been meandering ever since, And again, I'm still kind of at the beginning, and I'm still kind of learning, and, and it's nice to kind of have, you guys here too, Gemini brain vomiting a question, and it's nice to have that sort of instant response too. So, as far as like friends, relatives, but if they've noticed, nobody's said anything, and it's like, and the irony is I was part of the UMW. I'm still not quite sure since working on. I skipped this last one because I'm just now started the PCA stuff, and it was just too much for me to handle. Apparently that's considered exercise. Oh. Apparently doing this just made me reach my step goal. Yay me. So, yeah, I mean, being the weird one anyways, I don't think anybody'd care. It'd be like, oh. But it's like, they wouldn't listen to the explanation anyways, and if you knew the people I had to deal with. So, that was pretty much the only reaction. Don't know what he thinks now that it's like I'm out of the closet with him, and it's like, you know, don't, like I told him, it's like, don't, this is what's working for me, not going to church because insert shit ton of issues here. It's like, do you, if you want to go, go ahead. You know, it just doesn't, there's no point in me going anymore. I'm not getting anything out of it. Then I just got kind of bored too with like the same story over, and it's like, okay, I got it. Bring me something new. You know, it's like, but I don't know what his particular reasons are, but you know. So yeah, that's basically meh. But I don't kind of promote the fact. I mean, like I said, I hide in plain sight. I haven't gotten quite stupid yet. I mean, the only people that kind of come across haven't been like, oh my god, you're going to hell. I haven't come across those yet, thank the gods. They're like, oh, that's interesting. Like, there's someone to connect to. I'm like, that'd be great, you know. So, those people, yay. You know. Alrighty, well, that's the next to the last question of the 2017 YTPagan Challenge. So, thank you for watching, and blessed be. And I hope you have better relatives than mine. And I'm willing to give mine to you if you wish. Whatever. Bye.